tarot message for the Divine Feminine Collective. And the first card that came up, the card of focus, was the Two of Swords, upright. Now, in what areas in our emotional beings do we need to do a better job at making up our minds? Let's lay some cards on the table. Cards on the table. Messages of encouragement by yours truly, Ayansa J. Muse. Messages that serve different collectives on different days. Moon days, moon, that one's for the ladies. Mars, Tuesdays, that one's for the fellas. Wednesday, Mercury, Uranus, that's for the eclectic collective. Thursday, Jupiter expands to the general public. Venus and Neptune bring love on Friday, so my Friday spreads are for the lovers. Saturdays, Saturn rule for the karmics at the crossroads. And Sundays are for all in a meditative state that just need a little bit of food for thought. They're specific, yet general, divinely aligned, yet timeless, practical, yet on another level, with notes of wisdom in between. So come, let's lay some cards on the table. Be sure to visit the description box of this video for all the links and information to book your personal tarot spread. Ashe. Alrighty then, welcome to your tarot message for the Divine Feminine Collective. I love to give readings that uplift, encourage, and assist with divine alignment. And this one is for the ladies because Moon Day is lined up with the moon. Fellas, I got y'all tomorrow when everything's green. And today's oracle is the not the Mayan oracle, the Mother Peace round. And we got the Two of Swords, which represents indecision. Now, in today's alignment, 427, the river meets the sea. This is where a lot of totalities in your spirit may be showing you some things about your bigger picture that aren't quite clear. And that's where I come into play. So please only take what resonates, and let's get this kid in the caboodle. All right, so I'm going to take a look at where your energies are. Where are the two sides of indecision for the Divine Feminine? Okay. And what I'm already picking up before any cards build is survivor's guilt. I'm picking up things that are about to get so good for you after so long of struggle and fighting, and you stress about whether or not you can trust people, whether you can trust opportunities, and it feels like the universe is giving you the green light. And it seems that energetically, your third eye, which is represented by the faith card that shows up, is at conflict with your heart and your forward movement. Now, indecision between faith and movement, that can be a doozy, and that can be a blockage to divine flow. And today's vibing on a 5, so the energies that are charging this reading are the energies of flow, because for those of us that live the Orisa life, 5 is the number sacred to Oshun, and that's flow, abundance, joy, laughter. So allow yourself to increase your faith that your next movements are aligned and divine. And that's where you may be having some indecision about where your faith is in regards to your forward movement. And in tackling this, you're allowing your forward movement to be in divine alignment. So while you're wrestling with this indecision, this may be the survival mode of you wrestling with the part of you that's in faith. Because just because movement is movement does not mean that it's movement in a divine direction. And I can be the first one to tell you that stepping out on faith and trusting your intuition is no easy feat. It's an exercise that you have to continuously strengthen. So strengthen your faith and put your movements behind your faith to make sure that they're not in survival mode. All right. So let's get these out the way. And let's pull a black rose off the vine and see where is this, what's causing you, the Divine Feminine Collective, what's causing this indecision and trusting faith in the next movement forward. No, not shame. Ah, I see. Okay. And I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Here lately, you've been seeing a lot of signs. Let's put this main card up here. We know the main card is the Two of Swords. So you've been seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe that it's time for you to live in a higher elevation. You're seeing signs that are guiding your movement. Where's that movement card? But what's challenging your faith is being used to making moves based on pain and survival. So, as you set the emotional tone for this week, or whenever this message finds you, know that if you're battling with divine indecision, that indecision between your heart and your third eye chakra is about the difference between moving in survival mode, being moved by your pain, and being moved by divinity. And when you've been moved by pain and survival mode for so long, moving in divine alignment and divinity it takes some getting used to. Be patient with yourself in that department whenever this message finds you. I'm going to do one more card before I close out this reading, and that one more card is going to be from the Mother Peace round. So, this is the card coming into the reading. Two of Swords. Should the collective do the necessary work to align the third eye chakra and the heart chakra, and allowing their movements, their next steps to be divine as opposed to ruled by pain or survival mode, what is the outcome? Just need one. Look at that. Nine of Discs, eastbound. Now, in this particular deck, the Nine of Discs is showing a lot of energy around being self-made. I'm seeing self-made abundance. I'm seeing the enjoyment of all the gifts the divine is waiting to give you as a result of trusting the universe over your past pain, your past traumas, and those that are still attached to it. This is what you're heading into, the Nine of Discs. And at the bottom of the deck, what are you running from? The Devil card. And the Devil card is that pain and survival mode. So allowing your inner rivers to meet your seas. Remember that all the pain that you went through was designed to mold you into the version of you that can carry the types of powers that the Nine of Discs is displaying. And then the card right under the Devil is the Sun. Align your third eye and heart chakra so that your forward movements will be in a place of love, peace, and divinity, not revenge, survival mode, and proving a point. And that is how you clear your indecisions as far as your next divine steps. Ashe. Well, thank you for letting me put some cards on the table in your life, ladies. And if you need any questions or need to clarify anything, you can call the Mothership's Mentorship and Guidance Hotline at 314-200-0368 if you just want to talk about what you've been experiencing. And if you need a full-on reading, see the links in the description box. You can also catch my cards on the table readings on your 9 o'clock p.m. cosmic weather forecast and on your 12 o'clock orbit here on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. Speaking of, make sure you tune in each and every moon day for the old school mothers of R&B song in veneration to Yemaja. Beam up. Cards on the table. Messages of encouragement by yours truly, Ayanta J. Muse. Messages that serve different collectives on different days. Moon days, moon, that one's for the ladies. Mars, Tuesdays, that one's for the fellas. Wednesday, Mercury, Uranus, that's for the eclectic collective. Thursday, Jupiter expands to the general public. Venus and Neptune bring love on Friday, so my Friday spreads are for the lovers. Saturdays, Saturn rule for the karmics at the crossroads. And Sundays are for all in a meditative state that just need a little bit of food for thought. They're specific, yet general, divinely aligned, yet timeless, practical, yet on another level, with notes of wisdom in between. So come, let's lay some cards on the table. Be sure to visit the description box of this video for all the links and information to book your personal tarot spread. Ashe.